12 and Under is powered by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Office of the Prime Minister, TTT Limited, Creamery Novelties, the National Petroleum Marketing Company of Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills, and Radio Shack.
Hello everyone, I hope you're well wherever you are. I'm Auntie V and I'm so excited to bring to you this episode of 12 and Under. This is a very special episode. It's an episode about mentorship, an episode where our semi-finalists get to meet their mentors. So you didn't know that we're at the point where we know who our semi-finalists are, did you? Well, we do. If you don't know who they are, here are our semi-finalists.
Jalea Charles,
That bullet affects us all.
Miracle and Malachi Carr,
Was kicked out of business.
Jaden Roberts, Celine Hospitalis, Jaden Phillip, Aiden Ramsumir, Olivia Reese,
Yeah, we're all wonderful, wonderful people.
Sabri Sipasad, Maya Mirel,
No hurt.
Zayden Darius,
I love my country.
Janaea Clark,
I will always be there for you.
Kale Pike,
Redemption songs.
Francis McComey,
All of them they run in the mount.
Arissa Rajan,
One moment in time.
Ethan Gosain,
Fire to the rain.
and Javon Harrington.
I'm still a child.
Congratulations to all our 12 and Under semi-finalists.
So this is our mentorship episode and we're here at the University of Trinidad and Tobago's campus at Napa. We have some really inspiring mentors here with us today. Supporting and guiding our instrumentalist group today are Dr. Louis Nurse and Andre Donowa. Let's check them out.
Hello contestants, welcome to the Mentoring Instrumentalist session. I'm Dr. Louis Nurse, a soca jazz concert pianist. I've been involved in the industry for a long time and with a group called Louis and the Lynx, and I look forward to your performances.
Hi guys, my name is Andre J. Donowa and I'm a professional violinist, music producer and entrepreneur. Welcome to our mentorship session. Alright, and I'd like you all to introduce yourselves and your instruments that you play.
Hi, my name is Jaden Phillip. I play the steel pan. I live in Blackrock and I go to Singer Hill Secondary School.
Hi, my name is Celine Hospitalis. I live in Laramie and I attend San Fernando Central Secondary School. And I'm 11.
Hi, my name is Jaden Roberts. I am 12 years old. I attend the St. Stephen's College and I play the piano.
Yes, I take this opportunity to invite you to present your music and your instrument to us.
I have been playing pan for 7 years now, and I love how the music is. I love to feel the music, and that's how I like to play pan. When I found out I moved on to the semi-finals, I was excited, I was proud, I was very, emotional that I moved in.
That was very nice. I like how you apply the sticks and roll so nicely and be able to play some chords along with the melody. That was well done.
My advice to you is to get more into the performance and, smile a little more, but that was really good. Congratulations.
Looking back from today's mentoring session, I learned that you don't have to really think about your really performance. You could just give your all into it.
I like to play the pan because it just sounds so beautiful. It just touches my heart. When I found out I made it to the semi-finals, I was very proud and happy because it's a big step in life and I made my parents proud.
You interpreted that song really nicely.
Thank
You were
you.
able to capture the actual words of the song. I was hearing it based on the notes that you played. And that's very important, that in being able to interpret using the pan. You
Thank
did it
you.
very well. Thank you very much.
And my advice to you is, think less and get more into the instrument while you perform, and that way you could really express yourself the way you would like to. All right? Congrats.
Thank you. From today's mentor session, I learned to not be so nervous and be calm and to smile a lot.
After being a pianist for a decent while and seeing a lot of other young pianists going on stage and performing, it motivated me. I want to do that as well, and that's what motivated me to want to become a concert pianist. It feels great. I'm very proud of myself that I made it into the semi-finals, and I hope that I will make it into the finals.
Oh, Jalen, that was excellent.
Thank you.
I like how you were able to coordinate both hands, change the bass line a little bit, and get the emotional part of it all, which is, let Jesus love me, or yes, Jesus loves me, but I was able to feel, yes, Jesus loved me. That was very good.
Thank you.
Hi, Jaden. First of all, I commend you on your use of dynamics, fluidity of the fingers, and your breath marks. You really commanded the piece, all right, and capture the emotions through your playing. Just keep on that trajectory and you'll be in a good place.
It was fun, very engaging. One thing that I noticed is that you have to be yourself while you're on stage and be calm but energetic at the same time, and that taught me something about my next performance.
How you all got into music?
Well, how I got into music? That's a good question, because my parents were musicians. So we had a piano at home, and my mother insisted that we all learn to play. So that I grew up surrounded by music.
I got into music at age 8, all right? But at age 5 is when I really gravitated towards the violin. And I would have told my mom, hey mom, I want to play the violin. And she was like, the violin, what is that? Because, she was more into the local music, calypso, pan and so forth. All right, so at age eight, you know, I was adamant about it. I was like, Mom, I would like to play the violin, because I would have seen musicians on television and radio and so forth. And she was like, okay, no problem. I got my first violin at age eight, and I never stopped. All right, so once you have that passion for your instrument, don't let anything keep you back from reaching your furthest potential.
What do you think is good advice for like stage presence?
Well, the thing about stage presentation, the first thing is to be yourself. Because people are coming, you want to connect with your audience. And to connect with your audience, you got to have the integrity of yourself. It's not the instrument and you become one. Then that is what the audience understands and responds to.
Yes, I can speak from my experience in terms of stage presence. First and foremost, always be prepared for your performance. In that way, you won't have to think while playing. And in that way, you can actually express yourself the way you would like to in your performance. All right, articulate your music, articulate your melodies, and try and transcend your feeling towards your audience. Because at the end of the day, everyone remembers how you make them feel. All right, so in your music, try and speak to your audience.
What is it like being a professional instrumentalist?
It's a very wonderful thing because you're doing what you love to do. So you're not working. You must remember that people separate music from themselves, and it's not. Music is a gift that you are sharing with us. And in sharing that music, that's God's gift to you, but that's also your joy. So you are joyful doing what you want to do. And then it becomes a career.
All right, guys, so if you all did not know, I was a contestant in 12 and under when I was around your age. All right, and my advice to you as contestants, and I really reiterate on this, enjoy the performance. All right, don't be too hard on yourselves. You know, even if you make mistakes or the performances didn't go your way, just know that you have another opportunity to get better at it. Always learn from your mistakes, or then as you go through your wrongs, just always try to be the best version of yourself as musicians as you can be. So practice a lot, enter each round confident, and you should be okay. From what I saw with the session today, our mentorship session, the contestants rather, are in really good spirits. They're really talented, all right? And I think that through this program, they will gather the experience and the confidence to venture into their music program, all right, and elaborate on their careers. And this is a really good stepping stone, so I'm really happy about this.
Being part of this mentoring process is really a joyful experience for me to be able to share with the younger musicians, because the journey to be the best that you could be as a musician is a lifelong journey. And what we are doing with 12 and Under is giving our young people, again, an opportunity to be on a platform where their talent and their performances can be appreciated, supported, and cultivated.
Well, look at that. I didn't know Andre Donowa was a past contestant in 12 and Under with Auntie Hazel. That was a fun fact. And of course, critical to continuing to build this current edition is having links to the previous edition. Anyway, keep it locked, because after the break, Kwasi Romero is going to move us with a dancing session. It's me, Auntie V, and this is 12 and Under, the Mentors episode. So far for the season, the dancers have all been on point. They've been captivating, they've been dynamic, they've been energetic, and there's so much more in store with them. So mentors Kwasi Romero and Ria Sudeen are here to share some advice on what it takes to reach the world stage.
Welcome to 12 and Under. I'm Kwasi Romero. This is the mentorship episode. And can you tell me your name and where you're from?
My name is Olivia Reese and I'm from San Fernando, Princestown. I attend the San Fernando Central Secondary School.
All right, lovely, lovely. So what started you with dancing?
I've been observing my auntie since I was 3 years old, and I wanted to be like her because she inspired me through dance.
Awesome, awesome. I know you have a lovely piece prepared for us. What is your name, where you're from, a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I am Maya Morel. I am 11 years of age. I attend the Arangwes TIA Primary School. I am from Vauxhall Trace. My mom started me in dancing because when I was younger, she had choir practice with my 2 brothers, and I always used to be dancing in front, and she joined me with the Simone Macshang Academy of Dance, and when I turned 8 years old, she joined me in the Candice Clark Academy of Dance.
Awesome, awesome. I know you two have 2 pieces prepared for us, so we're gonna jump into it one time.
When I first heard I got through to the semi-finals, I felt ecstatic. It is actually a privilege to know that I have this opportunity because most people don't have this opportunity that I have.
But time will heal. Hey, the Lord,
I went to Hollywood to participate in the World Championship of Performing Arts, which I danced and acted. I won 5 medals and a scholarship to the New York Film Academy.
but here I stand.
Lovely piece, Maya. Really enjoyed it. Why that song? And it had a lot of emotion in it, and I got a lot of emotion coming from you.
Well, when I got chosen to go to Hollywood, there was a lot of hard times and hardships, and my mom had to do a lot of stuff, and that song just spoke to me when she chose it. And I really love Yolanda Adam.
All right, awesome, awesome. If the piece had go on any longer, it'll bring tears to my eye. I love the lines, I love the execution. It had one part on the floor when you roll. You get there a bit too soon and you wait before you release. All right, I know you know the music, might be a bit nervous, but always believe in yourself, trust yourself, don't second guess, and just go for it, all right?
Thank you.
Good job, keep up the good work.
Thank you. I learned that Mr. Romero is actually a world-renowned dancer. I was excited to meet him. I learned a lot of stuff from him.
When I dance, a whole different personality comes out of me. Well, when I heard I was a part of this semi-finals, I felt very excited because I'm getting a really good opportunity.
Our dream is truly big enough to nurture everyone. Our wills must work together. Our task is just begun.
How I felt nervous at the start, but as soon as I started dancing, I just came out of that shell.
And let the flowers bloom again. Sing rainbows in the mountains, sing laughter in the rain, sing power to be and do.
Good job, Olivia. I saw a lot of influences there. I saw Afro, Indo, bit of soca. Right? Walk me through this, how you put all of these together to creating this lovely piece.
Well, those things put together
was to represent Trinidad and all the cultures in Trinidad.
Very nice, very nice. Really strong dance there with the modern elements. When you came up on your toes and came over, keep on your journey, you're going to be a really strong dancer. And I really love it. Good job.
Thank you. What I learned is that if you want to be a great dancer, you need to put in a lot of work and effort. Mr. Ramiro, what got you involved or started you with dancing?
Started dancing, I always had a love for it ever since I was younger, about 5. I was watching Michael Jackson videos to be exact. And his precision and everything, even if it's a finger, you know, you put everything into it, you know, just rest it right there. He's very precise in his moves and a perfectionist.
Thank you. What does it take to win this competition?
Wow, that is a lot. What does it take? It's, first of all, you need to believe you could do it, know you could do it. You need to put in the hard work. All right? So, how long do you practice? How long do you rehearse?
For about a week.
A week?
Yeah.
So a week before the event. All right, well, that's, you know, that's good. Putting a lot more into it. Just have to keep on doing it. The hard work, keep on pushing. Keep on researching new stuff. Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. And you just keep working on yourself. All right? First of all, I wasn't sure what to expect when I come out today, because I know we have a lot of talent here in Trinidad. But to my knowledge, 2 awesome, really strong dancers, really technical and young. Kudos to them, give it up to that. Just keep on doing what they're doing, keep pushing them in the right direction. I had a lot of fun here coming out here today. Now I take you to Ria Sudin, who has a message for another contestant.
That was a nice performance. It's always refreshing to see the blossoming of young talent. There are a few tips that I'd like to give to you so that you can improve and reach that next level of your dancing. One is definitely work on your technique, your abhinaya, and your gracefulness. I believe that you have great potential to reach very far, and once you work on those 3 things, there'll be no stopping you. All the best.
Something the dancers said that stuck with me was the fact that when they hit the stage, they transform into a different person. Maya says it's a freeing experience, and I fully understand what that transformation feels like. That stage, those lights bring out a side of you that you never thought existed. When we come back, we'll get some insights from actors Robert Christopher Riley and Kathy Ann Hart, who will champion our drama session.
It's your boy Robert Christopher Riley, aka Michael Culhane from Dynasty. And I happen to be one of the mentors for the 12 and under competition here in Trinidad and Tobago. So, young man and young ladies, will you please introduce yourselves to the audience?
My name is Malkai Azika, and I live in Aripera Village, South Uapuch. My mother name is Tamara Ford, and my father name is Danny Nathaniel Carr. And I love to play, and when I grow up, I want to be a robotic scientist.
Hi, good morning. My name is Miracle Malakaika, and I love to read, to write, to do poems, and to have some fun with my family.
My name is Julia Charles. My mother's name is Kadisha Williams. My father's name is Atiba Charles. I love to go by my father and play with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the dramatic skit competition. So, my young people, my young performers, please present your material.
My name is Jalea Charles. The name of my poem is called Nowadays. I used to be doing poems in my school and writing them with the teacher and my classmates. And when my mother found out about the talent show, she wanted to enter. When we entered, I practiced a lot so I could win the $50,000 to get rich. To live to see another day.
For Miss Charles and Nowadays, I so loved how much you settled into like an old soul, a spirit of an old soul, somebody who has seen it all and knows it all and hears it all. And I think you could do even more to bring that whole spirit, maybe pun intended, that old spirit, that old soul within yourself alive. And at the same time, I think you have the talent and the ability to even bring a little bit of your young spirit, who you are as a young Trinidadian, seeing the ways in which your country is going in a direction that you wouldn't like it to go, because you want to grow up in a world that doesn't have what you're seeing nowadays.
The one thing I would say is when you are going to present something to an audience for the first time, you want to try your best to you're inviting the audience into your performance. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason in any way, shape, or form to be nervous, right? If you've prepared, there's no reason to be nervous, because this is your performance. You know it better than anybody. And the people that are there as the audience, it is a gift for them to be there. Like they're lucky to be hearing what it is that you're saying. They're lucky to be able to witness your performance. Therefore, there is no need for you to be nervous. If anybody should be nervous, it should be them, because they don't know what they're going to get.
Today, I felt inspired of what the mentor said.
Hi, my name is Malka Azika, and this is my sister, Miracle Malkaika. Our name of our poem is We Must Rise. Well, when I was younger, I had an interest for poems, and I used to make little tiny poems. I used to show it to mommy, and she used to say, "Oh, wonderful!" I used to show it to the rest of my family, and then when we saw the 12 and under, she was like, "Let's do a poem."
Because it's in your blood. But like everything else, we must move on. Switch from fossil fuels to renewable energy, which forever we can rely upon.
Miracle and Malachi Carr, I so appreciated your passion for our beautiful country of Trinidad and Tobago, and I thoroughly enjoyed your rendition of your narrative poetry. I think one thing I would love to see you work on more, because I see it in both of you, both in Miracle and in Malachi, is to really play with your childhood spirit of fun and adventure. And I think you can bring that to it, even with your movements and in the way that you deliver some of the copy itself and the lines itself. I think you could see a lot of more of your childhood spirit and your spirit of fun and adventure.
I felt okay. I felt proud of the both of us, and I felt more confident that I could really do this. So how did you become an actor?
I went to college, and I actually went to college to be an accountant at first. And they were doing a play at my school called A Raisin in the Sun by a woman named Lorraine Hansberry. And the school that I went to in Pennsylvania, Lehigh University, was predominantly white. So most of the students there were white. But the play that they were doing was all black. And they needed more black actors at the school. So they asked me to audition. And I said no at first because I was going there to be an accountant and I was a football player. And they kept asking and they kept asking and they kept asking. And I inevitably said yes. And I auditioned and I had a callback. I didn't know what a callback was. It's when you go back a second time to do it again. And they cast me as the lead role in the show. I told them they made a mistake. I told them that there was no way I could do it. But my teacher at the time told me that I was more talented than I could ever possibly know, and that I was capable of doing this. And I listened to her. And 20-something years later, over 200 episodes of television and 2 turns on Broadway, here I am. So that's how I became an actor.
After 27 years of your acting, how did you feel leading people and acting in front of thousands of people?
How did I feel? I mean, it feels amazing to be able to do that. When God taps you on the shoulder and anoints you as someone who is here to entertain people, to put smiles on faces, I don't know that there's a better feeling in the world, to be perfectly honest. Whether it's in front of a camera, which then gets broadcast to millions, or it's on a stage in front of thousands, or a stage in front of hundreds, or a stage in front of 30 people. I don't know that there's a better feeling in the world to be able to entertain someone and have them express how joyous they are, how appreciative they are of what it is that you have just done. Especially if it's your own work, and whether someone else wrote it or not, it's still your own work. You know, if you sing the national anthem, it's your voice that's hitting those notes. And I don't know that there's a better feeling in the world. So how do I feel? I don't know, top of tops. I feel 10 out of 10.
Well, well, well. Robert Riley said it, and I loved hearing it. The audience should be lucky to be listening to our contestants. That's very, very true. We're heading over to the vocal mentorship session with Marshall Montano and Nival Cheetlal in a little bit. So stay right where you are. We'll be back before you know it. Okay, hear me out, right? I'm not being biased or anything, but this is my favorite part of the mentorship day. Not because I'm the biggest Marshall fan, but because this session is all about the vocalists. And I am ready to learn.
Okay, greetings and welcome to the 12 and Under Vocalist Mentoring Session. I am your mentor, Marshall Montano, and I had plenty mentors. I am also someone who has mentored distinguished gentlemen like
Nival Cheetlal, proud representative of the red, white, and black. Please, young men, please introduce yourselves to us this morning.
My name is Ethan Gosine, and I am from Pond Street, Laramie, and I attend Hermitage Presbyterian School.
My name is Zayden Darius. I am from Point Fortin. I attend Point Fortin RC School. My name is Francis McComey. I am from Belmont and I attend the Sacred Heart Boys RC School. I am Kale Liam Pike and I live in Dabley. I attend the Athenian Pre-Secondary School.
Hi, my name is Javan Harrington and I'm 10 years old. I attend Avocat Vedic School and I live in Faizabad, Omaris Park.
Well, all right, thank you very much. Now we know who you are and you guys know who we are. Let's get down to why we're here. We would like to see you guys perform. So the first contestant, take it away.
There will no go in this river.
I learned that it's to always be happy and to follow your dreams.
Go easy on me, baby. I'm still a child. Didn't get the chance to feel the world around me.
I made it to the semi-finals.
Choose what I chose to do.
It feels very good and I'm happy to be here.
What I've tried, I changed who I was to put you both first, but now I give up.
Javan, you have a beautiful instrument. I love the emotional content that you put forward in this song. You had good pitch and great rhythm. Issues that you can work on for future performances. I think it's very necessary for all performers before we present any item or any song or any piece that we warm up the entire body and especially our vocal cords. I would love to take you through a very simple warm-up that I practice before I go on stage. Would you like to follow after I demonstrate?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we're gonna go up and then down the scale, right? Lovely. So we want to do this at least 3 or 4 times before we vocalize. Yeah, it takes some practice. It takes some practice, of course. Lovely.
Javan, well done. Even the exercises. But let me show you do it in my word. Give me the Michael Jackson. Give me the Marshall. So sometimes you have different ways you could warm up. But I think basically you had control of your voice, you had control of your pitch. You know, a little nervousness, which I talked to you about before, which you have to shake off. And as you know, Nival say, sometimes you have to loosen the body. Job well done.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
I felt awesome to be chosen as a semi-finalist in 12 and under.
I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over until you kissed me.
I was like, oh my gosh, I finally got to meet Masha Montano.
But my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But I set fire to the rain, watch it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name.
Yeah, Ethan, you're rocking right now. That was very, very nice. I see that you have brilliant microphone technique, and I see you have a little rock star wanting to come out. But you see, sometimes when you're performing certain songs, you have to know the mood of the song, right? And this one is a slow, emotional, so you're going to emotions. I also seen a lot of smiling, so you're happy when you're doing this, yeah? You're feeling joy. I like seeing that joy, and I want you now to practice the eye contact. Because sometimes the eye is going, so the eye is going, so the eye is going. So you want to keep engaged. Engage with me, engage with Nival, engage with one person in the crowd, but sing to us and stay focused. Other than that, I think you're on the right track.
Thanks.
I think I share the same sentiments as Uncle Marshall. Focus is very important. Sometimes your eyes are wandering all over the room. So sometimes as a performer, if you can't focus on a person, you choose a spot at the back of the hall. If you don't want to look at a person or a camera, choose a spot at the back of the hall and send all of your energy there. So you have a centered position, and your voice and your eyes and your entire energy is focused and directed towards one point.
And Ethan, I know you tell me you like to sing a cappella because you know, I've seen it in you already. You tell me, Marsha, I might make some mistakes when I'm singing with music. I think this is something you must try to challenge yourself with, right?
Absolutely.
Practice with some music, make the mistakes. No worries about making the mistakes, right? And anyhow you could try to put yourself in a position to do some vocal training. Don't let anything stop you. The teacher, you can't find the teacher, you don't have money to go, you don't have time. You just try your best every day to train that beautiful voice, okay? Promise me that, yeah? All right, good luck. Thank you.
I felt blessed to be chosen in 12 and under. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdens be, then I am still and waiting in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on. I learned that it is important to sing and practice every time. On stormy seas, and I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than
Yes, KL, that was very spiritually moving. I want to know what you know about that. You know the name of that song?
Yes.
What's the name of that song?
The name of the song is You Raise Me Up.
Okay, so let me ask you something. How many times have you practiced that song?
Once.
So this is what I wanted to tell you. You have a beautiful voice. I think you have some kind of understanding of going into emotions, because I see when your eyes closing and you're going there, I think you're handling your range is very nice. I mean, you could sing high and you're going very low, which is impressive for such a small guy. But practice makes perfect.
I think that was some beautiful advice. You have a wonderful instrument, and I love your vibrato. You sing with a maturity that is way beyond your age. How old are you?
7 years old.
Wow. You have a lovely, lovely emotional quality when you sing also. Like Uncle Marshall said, you definitely look within when you sing, which is something we love to do when we perform. The song is a beautiful choice for your voice, but I think the key is a little issue for you, because sometimes you have to jump octaves to be able to sing the melody. So when selecting repertoire, we also have to choose the correct key that will give the best demonstration of your voice, right? So we'll discuss some of this more off camera, but it was a beautiful presentation and you have a great quality, and I look forward to hearing more of you in the future. Thank you.
Whoa, some really fascinating comments on stage presence there, right? Well, we've got more vocalists when we return, but while we're on the break, do me a favor now. Check out our website, 12andunder.com. That's 12andunder.com. We're coming right back. What What a wonderful day. I'm so excited for these youngsters. This day is something most of them will remember for a very long time, and I'm very happy to be here to see it all unfold in person. It's really a different kind of energy here, you know. These mentors deserve some big love. Big love for taking the time to come out and inspire these wonderful young people. Mentorship is so underrated. It's so important to take what you have and share it with the world. So mentors, we thank you. You are appreciated.
When I heard the news, I was very qualified for the finals, and I feel very well. I love the fete and the bacchanal, the calypso and the carnival in my country. I love to hear the sweet harmony, the pop songing like a symphony in my land. I love the air of serenity, the lovely people and scenery of my nation. The joy and the camaraderie that pervades the community, as only a true Trini will understand. Yeah, I love my country. I love my land. I love my society. I love my nation. As a patriotic Trini, I will view it hostility. Any move to come between me and my country. Hey ha!
Awesome. Nice song.
Wow, where'd you get that song from? Yeah?
Because you feel when you judge.
That's one of his songs when he was a kid.
Right.
All right.
And how old are you?
I'm 6 years old.
Wow, that's amazing. I don't know if you know this, but I discovered you on social media. On Facebook, actually. I've seen you before.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually one of your fans. Yeah?
And that video was sent to me across the globe.
Wow.
Yeah. Well done.
So let me tell you something, young man. You have a spirit and an energy that encompasses what it truly means to be a Trinbagonian. So give yourself a round of applause. I love when people select repertoire that helps to highlight the beauty and the relevance of what it means to wave the red, white, and black proudly.
What he's trying to say is, it's good to sing calypso because calypso is where you come from, and now you have the power to do the best and take it across the globe. I think I've seen a star. You have all these star features. You're swanky, you're dancing, you have your actions down. The most important thing you have to remember when dancing, that microphone again, mic technique. So sometimes you might turn your head this way. Remember where your voice is where the mic's supposed to be. So keep that instrument there. As I was saying, your voice is an instrument, but this is the amplification for it. And how you hold it is like your sword. This is like your sword when you're singing, you're moving with it, right? I want you to keep that in mind. I want you to learn to breathe a little more, because if you want to keep up your dancing, which is good, dancing is nice, you must take deep breaths and keep that mic in focus. And other than that, you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel very excited because I don't really get into much competitions, and I'm actually being honest this time. I feel very great, so that's how I feel.
Gazing through the windows at the world outside, wondering if Mother Earth survives, hoping that mankind will stop abusing her sometime. I'm just a dreamer who dreams their life away. Today, I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, I know everything about you already. I saw all the shows before. But what you are choosing to do here is really magnificent. You're playing and singing. When I started singing, my brother used to have to play and sing, and he couldn't play and sing, so he used to drag me by the ears and make me sing what he had to play, and that's how I became Marshall Montano. So know that you have two things happening here. You're playing the guitar very well, you're singing some really complex music, which I like, and you know the notes. Let me ask you something. Who teaches you to play the guitar?
My dad.
Your dad? Okay, do you do any vocal training?
I used to, but because of the pandemic, it messed me up.
Okay,
with my
good.
vocals.
Okay, so you know you have to get back on that train. I think the most important thing is to train your voice to be a little stronger, because once you get that confidence in the voice, you know you're still looking over here to get the chords right too. So one of them have to happen automatically.
I think you have a great texture in that voice. Like Uncle Marshall said, it's very difficult what you're attempting to do, right? You're playing two instruments. You're singing and you're playing the guitar. And your focus is here most of the times, which is natural. In time, it'll become an automatic expression where you don't even have to think about playing and singing, right? So the more and more you practice, the more and more you're going to get more amazing on your instrument, both of them. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I learned from the mentors that I should sing a lot louder and I should practice my guitar more to get my chords cleaner.
Young men, thank you so much for sharing your talents with us. It was definitely an amazing experience to witness and also to know that the future of Trinidad and Tobago is bright. We have a lot of upcoming talent, and we are very privileged to sit here before you and share whatever little bit of information and knowledge and experience that we have, and we hope to see you all shining as brightly as ever.
Now, I have a question. Was that fun?
Yes.
Was that fun?
Yes.
Who love to sing here? Who want to be a singing star? All right, well, I think I've seen that in every one of you. Put on your hands, but listen to me. Right now, each one of you have a unique style. You look like you could be a pop star. You will be a soca star. You could be a rock star. And here we have two beautiful soul singers. The main thing I want to let you remember is practice makes perfect, right? So when we go home, are you going to practice your songs more? Yeah? And you're going to come and ace it every single time because you practice well. This is what you have to focus on. And of course, you have Uncle Marshall, Uncle Neval. Whenever we can, we'll pop in on all you and give all you some pointers and some tips. Now I hear all you have some questions. Questions for us?
Yes.
Neval, you can handle some questions?
Let's see.
All right. Who going first? Shoot, Ethan, shoot. Don't be nervous now. If you ask it, when you come to ask. You ready?
I know it is a lot of hard work and dedication, but what is the process from me being here today to where you are?
Okay. So you want to know what is the process of you being here today to where I am. First things first, it's going to take time. So this is the first thing you must have. Patience to take time to get somewhere. It is a journey, right? Where you are is there, where I am is here. But it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And the most important thing along this journey is hard work. You're willing to work hard? Yes. And work hard means try and try again. You might fall down, get back up, do it again. But always promise yourself that if you want to see yourself as where Marshall is, you have to dedicate yourself to the time. Nothing happens fast.
My question is for you, Marshall. How do you control the crowd and how do you lead them? How do you lead your band into the music that you're going to play?
Wow, that is a very nice question. How do I control my crowd? One of the first things you have to understand is that when you come to performing is an art. It is also a thing that involves yourself and the crowd. So the crowd is really an extension of you. You know, what you do will make them go in a certain mood. And then what they do will make you go in a mood. If they're clapping and they're jumping up, would you feel good? So the main thing is to understand that relationship between you and them. So you want to be there to make them happy. Think about doing things that will make them be happy. Once you start doing those things and you give them joy, then they will give you back energy, and that will flow one into the other. It's the same thing with the band, but you have to learn how to lead, how to be a good leader. First things first is you have to be well practiced, you have to know the cues the best, and then you have to kind of encourage them to follow you, right? You have to be kind, but sometimes you have to be stern, but you have to know how to balance that, right? And balance the both, and get what you want from them, but you have to give them all of you. Understood?
Thank you.
All right, my brother.
Mr. Marshall, what is the key to success?
What is the key to success? Newell, tell me what you think.
I think you have to find out what is an unending source of inspiration for you. So daily, you have to ask yourself, how can I use my talents to serve? How can I find out my purpose? How can I use that to fuel me daily so that I can set goals, set targets, and really work towards accomplishing those targets? So success is something we have to define for ourselves, but most importantly, we must figure out how can we fuel ourselves with an unending source. So most times as performers, as artists, we tend to look within, and we tend to find that inspiration from within. So I want to encourage everybody to start, even at this tender age, start reflecting on why we sing, why we perform, and answer those questions and figure out how to use your talents to express yourselves and to make the world around you a better place.
And I think that comes from the word happiness. You ever hear Happiest Man Alive? You ever hear that song? And you hear me saying happiness is the measure of success? Well, it's almost like you know your singing makes people happy, right? It make your parents happy, it make your friends happy. Does it make you happy?
Yes.
So the most important thing is you will say, if I am happy, I think I'm successful. Of course, you'll have moments when you're down, moments when you're scared, but you have this tool. Singing make you feel great. You focus on making your best effort every time you sing. Make it bring joy to you. Once you open your eyes, that audience in front of you will be happy. And making them joyful, serving, should be your ultimate goal. Absolutely. Because what you give off is what you're going to get back. So we ready for happiness? More happiness?
Yes.
You're ready to move on in this competition and do better and better every time?
Yes.
Well, you're already all winners. Congratulations. Just keeping on, okay?
Yes,
thank you so very much. Blessings.
Give yourself a round of applause, everybody.
Hey, backpack. Let me see some backpack, kid. Come on. Hey.
Plus it up.
I don't know if that is the exact way.
A special thanks to UTT for hosting our mentor sessions. This space is one of the premier spaces where training in the performance arts happen. As a matter of fact, I'm sure we may see some of our current contestants right here honing their skills sometime in the future. Even though they're not here today, thanks to our judges and my co-hosts. Special love to all the contestants and their parents or guardians, the TTT crew, and to all our viewers at home and abroad. Thank you for being here with us. You too are appreciated. I'm Auntie V, reminding you to walk in your truth always.
Twelve and Under was powered by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Office of the Prime Minister, TTT Limited, Creamery Novelties, the National Petroleum Marketing Company of Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills, and Radio Shack.